Hello, we are going to be discussing this door mainly. Do you see this door? This door there. Oh, it bend. Did you see? Look, bend. He kick it with his heels. Bend. Bend. It's not a trick of the light, it bend. Bend. Ah, there they are coming out. And there is the door. Oh, they look like horrible maggots coming out of a not very delicious fruit. There is the door. This is a bend. It's a bending. Look. Oh, this is really, really bad bending. This is not metal. What is this? Why this door open out? All the pressure is inside. Shouldn't the door close out, not open out? Ah, look, it's closed now, it's secure. It looks very strong. Oh, you know the astronaut is now thinking, move out of the way, they are rolling. You stupid. I have got to carry this box and come through here. Move out of the way. I saw you talking with my girlfriend. Oh, look. It's a bouncy, 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 bouncy. I bouncy, bouncy the door. Bouncy, bouncy. Ah, now they are outside, and look, do you see all these cables and things that could be destroyed by one little microscopic meteorite? It doesn't matter. And the reason that they don't have tools when they go out there and they hold on like this, like we see so many times, is that all the cables are USB plug and play. So they don't need tools. You see, you have things everywhere and looking complicated, like what is this on top of the door? This complicated thing there. This must be very important or it would not be there. Ah, there is the curve of the earth. Now we can all relax because the world is a globe and we know that is for true because they show it to us on TV. So, no more questions. Everybody go back to bed. Everything is okay because they show it on TV. Look, there they are again. So you see, say NASA, and they have the American flag on the shoulder. Some people that are Americans must be very embarrassed about this. But other people who are American will not be embarrassed because they have nothing to do with it. They think it's all a show. No, and there is a big strange thing on the top of the door. Must be indispensable or it would not be there. So of course, you have something fragile, you put it outside. With a micrometeor I can get it. And there is the globe. Ah, we can all breathe a sigh of desperate relief because we know that we're on a globe spinning and everything they tell us is true. Ah, thank goodness for that.
This is the video they don't want you to see, so let's go through it. I can do that too, lady, if I was hanging upside down with some monkey bars, alright? You ain't doing nothing special. And how come they got their shower station right by an electrical box back there? That blue box with those stripes around it is an electrical, like, station, little electrical station there. Why are you going to have your shower with a big old electrical box right behind you? This is because it's bullshit, that's why. Yeah, and now you're clean. And see that water that just flew off? You better go grab it before you damn, electrocute one of your cosmonaut asshole friends, alright? There's no hair flying off. Oh, you got magical clippers up there and shit? Is that how it goes? Space is just magical, everything just disappears? Your blood, sweating, your tears, your sneezes, your coughs, your puking, your shitting, your farting, all that just disappears, don't worry about it. Look at this dude. I hope he zips his whole damn self up and sticks it to. And they close the hatch and blast his ass off like Spock out into space. Look at this dude. Look at this chick. Oh, look how clean their station is. They eat there 3 times a day, right? Look how clean their station is. You're telling me none of that runs off, none of that hits nothing, none of that stains nothing. Look how clean and immaculate everything is. Look how pasty as shit that shit is. Look how clean this dude is. There's no stains on his shirt. There's no stains nowhere on the walls or anything. This is where they eat 3 times a day, and they deal with that pasty shit all the time, right? So how come there's no stains nowhere? You're telling me these people have 0 accidents? Yeah, just toss that, because you're going to have the cleanup crew coming in later when you're fucking sitting in your apartment watching Breaking Bad or some shit. Because this is fucking nonsense. Just toss it. Don't worry about it, right? Look how clean that whole prep station is. There's no stains nowhere. This is fucking bullshit. You're telling me that thing's been up there since the fucking 90s? Put together with, like, some damn Fisher-Price riches and some shit by dudes in fat-ass suits? Shut up! That dude's putting honey on tacos. There's that Chris Hatfield. That guy is like, that guy just creeps me the hell out. Oh, there's that $50,000 hammer, okay, and a $20,000 fucking crowbar, right? There's that magical floating orb that's CGI. It's not even real, by the way. That thing's not real. Finally, we're doing something constructive on this motherfucker, right? Finally, somebody's doing something constructive instead of playing with their balls and playing with food. Okay, I've seen this in Gravity. I've seen it done better in Gravity, actually. Oh, just bang into shit. Don't worry about it, man. Because, you ain't gonna knock it off its bearings or nothing. Don't worry about that shit. Nothing ever goes wrong. Everything's just fine. This guy looks like he just come out of a damn Great Clips. Look at this shit. These people are the best kept people on the planet. Well, they're not on the planet. They're in magical space, right? So, hell, they look like they're going and stepping out to the club, man. Rub-a-dub. Shit, man. I wish I was this kept up. Damn. So you're saying if they're just clean, so that place must stink like heaven, right? No, because they asked one of these assholes up there, what's it smell like? He just says, it's got a funny smell. It smells industrious. Really? Stinking ass motherfucker's been up there not bathing. It just smells industrious. Right? And their clothes are so crisp, it's like it just come out of the damn... There ain't no stains on their shit that they fold up their clothes. Right? Isn't space at a premium? And their clothes are... They got iron in space? Is that what you're telling me? Or just... Is it magical fabric that NASA produced and not have space wrinkles? Is that what's going on? I would close that hatch on him, by the way, and flip him the bird. Like, ha, you like me now, Dave? See, I wouldn't last up on that space station. Here's another thing. See, why the fuck see, this is all this video is. It was all the last video. This is all the video that they pulled down on my channel. This is all it is. So you ask yourself, why would they pull it down? Why? Because I'm adding common sense to it. That's all. That's not even the best part. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, I cannot stand Chris Hatfield. Dude. Yeah. here's the part I wanted to get to. You see the treadmill on the spring. That's why it's wiggling back and forth. They said they don't want to put their load bearing on the station because they'll knock it off orbit. But, you know, on the Skylab back in the 70s, them damn astronauts could run all over that damn place, bounce off walls and shit. And they had a stand-up shower. And they could sit down and eat. And you're telling me we're going backwards in technology? Skylab is better than the ISS? What the fuck? Isn't this ISS costing shit trillions? And Skylab costs like a couple $100,000? Come on. What happened to the stand-up shower technology? I mean, shit, at least that. What happened to them being able to run all over and bounce off the walls and shit at Skylab? And it was so teeny tiny. It was just one capsule compared to this whole ISS that's made of many capsules linked together, correct? They didn't worry about knocking that little bitch off orbit. They're bouncing all over that bitch. But y'all gotta be strapped down and on a spring-loaded, full of spring-loaded exercise equipment? Yeah, so we're going backward in technology. That what you're telling me, NASA? Hey, thanks. Thanks, NASA. You fucking lying devils. Oh, they don't take no bath. Look at this dude. They don't take no bath. They do this every day. They gonna take no bath. So you telling me that place don't stink. You telling me he don't stink. You telling me she don't stink with all her female parts. They gonna take no bath. What is it? Well, they're not gonna show you sponge bathing their whole body. You telling me they're gonna sponge bathe their whole body with them towels. And that's just gonna magically take care of everything. With water. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here, man. You gonna tell me Scott Kelly's gonna be up a year, rubbing his big ass, and got fatter, by the way. Scott Kelly got fucking fatter. Supposed to be up there a year. And he ain't gonna stay. He gonna look just so. How does he shave? How the fuck does he shave up there? Psst. There's no dust. There's no hair. There's nothing. There's no pubes floating around. There ain't shit floating around because this shit is fucking fake. This shit is fucking fake. And this is why they ain't my video down. Because I add just common fucking sense to the equation. Look at these assholes just working out. Ain't gonna take no bath. Alright, and there you go. I did the video again, and these are the same points I made in the last video. So I'll be waiting for them to yank this one down too. And hey, you too. I got a big fat one you can suck on, you motherfuckers. Peace.
Just 24 hours ago, the 6 crew members had an opportunity to conduct what now has been the traditional change of command ceremony. They gathered inside the Japanese Kibo module for that activity, in which Max Sarayev formally handed over the reins of the command of the International Space Station to Butch Wilmore. There were opening remarks from Reed Wiseman and Alexander Gerst. So for your viewing enjoyment, let's take a look at yesterday's change of command ceremony.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Expedition 41.
Now notice Clive Davis always holding his hand into a fist over fist. Now in the Masonic world, that means time is up. His time has not come up yet. So who does he referring to when he holds his hands over his fist? Someone's time is up is Whitney.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Expedition 41-42 Change of Command. This is Reed Wiseman. I'm joined with Alex Gerst and Max Sarayev, and the three of us are heading out tomorrow. So we just wanted to kick it off by saying a few words. And for me personally, this is the most unique ship with the most amazing crew and the most incredible ground support that I've ever worked with. And it's been an honor and a privilege to spend 165 days up here. And with that said, I'm looking forward to heading home tomorrow with these two. And I'll hand it over to my German colleague, Dr. Alex Gerst.
Yeah, they say this is the most complex machine that humanity has ever built. Now, even after half a year on board,
event of this, and let me introduce a new commander of International Space Station, Captain Wilmer Butch. Introduce a new commander of International Space Station, Captain Wilmer Butch.
All right, thank you, Max. Hey, I want to congratulate you on a great tenure as commander of this engineering marvel. It's nicely done, Max. And to the whole team here, thanks, guys. It's been a wonderful 2 months. We're going to miss you guys when you leave tomorrow. And for the team on Earth, it's an amazing, as Alex said, it's an amazing accomplishments day in and day out, things that takes place here. And you think about all the people literally around the globe working together for the common good of mankind. And I want to, like as they said, thank everyone as we go forward. And with that, we'll say increment 42 has begun. All right?
Congrats.
All right. Here we go. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you all.
Houston and Moscow. The crew of Expedition 28 has had the discussion about emergency procedures during the transition period that will exist from the change of command ceremony tonight until the hatch closing and official departure. Andre and his crew tomorrow. And it's been great flying with you. It's been great working with you. I am ready to accept command.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
So for the International Space Station program, all the international partners, thank you very much for giving me the keys to the family car. Thank you, Kevin. With great humility and pleasure, I accept command of the International Space Station. Thank you, sir.
There you go. Good luck. Congratulations.
Congratulations on becoming the first Canadian commander of the International Space Station. We look forward to working with you as you take command and you lead the crew through increment 35.
Welcome to the end of increment 40. We've accomplished a lot. We've had a lot of fun. Hopefully everybody else had a lot of fun too. This was a team effort. We got together. We did it as a team. And of course, we actually had the easy part. You guys on the ground had the most difficult part. And it's come to an end. And so I'd like to hand over the command of the International Space Station to Maxim Sarayev.
Thank you very much and welcome to increment 41.
Houston and Moscow and all of the control centers around the world. From the crew here on board the International Space Station, after having served through Expedition 35, it is time to hand over the command of the spaceship to the Expedition 36 crew. So from this young Canadian kid's dreams to be realized to command a spaceship, on behalf of everybody at the Canadian Space Agency and the International Space Station program that trusted us to do our job right, para. And so I pass command of the International Space Station to Pavel Vladimirovich Vinogradov. Congratulations.
Наступил тот момент, когда мы
The moment has come that we need to say goodbye to our wonderful home,
прекрасной станции,
this beautiful station where we spent over 5 months. And I would like to transfer the command of this beautiful home, my space home, to my friend, the new space station Commander Fyodor Yurchikin. Thank you very much, Pavel.
Спасибо, дружище.
Thank you, my great friend.
Expedition 38. Рик Мастракио. Коичи Ваката. Michael Turin, Michael Hopkins, Sergei Rязанский, and Expedition 38 Commander Oleg Kotov. Welcome on board.
Again, hello everyone. Hello everyone on the ground. So again, I'm really glad to pick up the station from my first commander, Fyodor Yurchikhin, and from his excellent crew. Thank you.
MCC Moscow. I am taking over the command of Expedition 38. Welcome on board. Welcome Increment 38, and good luck to us in our work.
It's a great joy for me to be here with you today. For me, it has been a privilege and an honor to serve as commander of the space station and to work with such a gifted crew as well as such dedicated ground support staff at all of the mission control center. So, Gennady, it's your time to be commander. That's it.
Well done, Expedition 31, and congratulations, Expedition 32. It's a pleasure to work with all of you, and we look forward to many days and hours working with you, Expedition 32, and looking forward to congratulating our friends back down on the ground, Expedition 31.
Welcome aboard the space station. Look at this. Wow. You gonna be okay, or? This is a late too, so we gotta keep that. Katie, can you hear me?
You know, yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Oh.
Hello. Welcome aboard the space station. Except that everything we do, we're weightless and and all the things we're doing it with are weightless as well. So you start off with that teeth brushing thing, and I have to say, spitting, that's going to be a problem. So we swallow our toothpaste, and the day goes weightless from there.
As you have seen, when we have finished brushing our teeth, we can't use water to spool our mouth. So we just get rid of the toothpaste in a small cup like this, which of course after a while we exchange. And then we use a little bit of water again to clean our
spitting. That's going to be a problem. So we swallow our toothpaste, we swallow our toothpaste, we swallow our toothpaste, swallow our toothpaste.
So we just get rid of the toothpaste in a small cup like this. So water is also very dangerous on the space station because we have a lot of electricity, so we need to be very careful not to spill it.
I'm curious, because I know you have kids at home, how do you stay close to your kids? Oh, wow.
Welcome aboard the space station.
Avoiding the Earth and avoiding the Earth and avoiding the Earth.
This is Node 3. Node 3 is where we do a lot of our daily living.
is node 3.
Hey, Satoshi.
Hey.
Hey, have you seen Ron?
No idea. Well, I saw him hitting the Russian segment.
Going to the Russian segment. Okay. Okay. I'll look down there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. I wonder why he's down there. Stopped offers. A little coffee with the buddies down there. Okay. Hey, привет. Привет. Hi. Going to the Russian segment. Okay. Okay. I'll look down there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay. I wonder why he's down there. Stopped offers. A little coffee with the buddies down there. Okay. Hey, привет.
Station, this is Seven Oaks, and Nick Patrick here with about 450 very excited students.
Swallow our toothpaste. Swallow our toothpaste. Swallow our toothpaste.
We just get rid of the toothpaste in a small cup like this.
All right, so like I said, we're still working on the sound here, and I have no positive confirmation that we have the sound. So that's the kind of thing that can happen if you're trying to do things that are a bit more complicated than your usual job. So we'll just continue working on it and let the colleagues work on that.
What does he mean, working on the sound? It either works or it doesn't. You can't really work on it. And if you did work on it, it would probably be ready in a few hours or a day, not in a few minutes. This is all just done for effect.
I'm ready for the event.
So he's ready for the event. I thought they were fixing the audio. So really we're just waiting for Tim to be ready. It doesn't seem like that piece of audio should have really come through.
We're all getting lots of questions for you on social media, and a couple here are, how easily does water boil in space, and does the tea taste different up there?
I've cut a few of these questions out because they're just nonsense, and this is just proof of that.
Well, the second part of your question is the far most important, so I'll answer that first. The tea actually tastes surprisingly good. I was really delighted. So I have my tea, and my method of using a kind of teapot and decanting it from one pouch to another is working really well. So yes, I'm enjoying my tea up here.
So they've added the really long delays for effect. Now, for me, this is a green screen job. There's cables under his t-shirt. Cables around his belt. I don't think he's actually there in that room. I think that's just a JPEG behind him. We've shown on Flat Earth Rebel Outpost how easy that is to do. I mean, on a space station, you wouldn't have a sort of spare room full of junk like that. There's also too many lights. These high wattage fluorescent bulbs, you wouldn't be using high wattage lighting on something that ran on solar panels. You just wouldn't do that. This actually looks like the backdrop is someone's garage. I've taken a photo of it, and they've got this Tim Peake Masonic actor just on some harnesses and cables.
Hi Tim, Tom Cheshire from Sky News again. You're looking fairly comfortable in zero gravity. Just wondering whether you had mastered the zero gravity somersault, and if so, whether you'd give us a twirl.
Well, this is the reason I made this little video. Just watch this.
I definitely haven't mastered it. I'll give you a trial and I'll show you just how bad it is.
That was great.
Practice makes perfect. Give me another week.
Let's see that again, slow motion. Zero gravity, they're trying to say? That is not zero gravity. This one's slowed down even more.
Hi Tim, it's Rob Olver from BFBS and Forces TV again.
Armed Forces TV. Oh my God, how much programming are they going to put into this little clip?
Eating Christmas pudding in strange places, is there any other way that this compares to a military tour of duty?
Hi Tim, Tom Cheshire from Sky News. Sleeping presents its difficulties. Astronauts get woken up by cosmic rays on their retina. Have you been bedding in that respect?
I think I've been fairly fortunate. I'm enjoying sleeping. I haven't actually tied my sleeping bag down at all. I actually quite enjoy just floating around the crew quarter. You're not going to go anywhere. It's very small, so you might occasionally bounce off a wall, but it's a very gentle nudge.
Every time he turned over in his sleep or moved a little bit, as we all do, he would start moving around in zero G. He'd start banging off the walls. It would wake him up. This is complete nonsense. It's a complete lie.
Tim, it's Alok Jha from ITV News again. You told me when we met in Star City a few weeks ago that you wanted to see the new Star Wars movie. Have you seen it yet? Or if you're not, when will you?
No, we haven't seen it yet. We're very excited about the Star Wars movie. I think we're all fans up here, and I believe that on the 21st we may get to see that up here on the space station. So a little bit later than everybody else, but hey, what a spectacular place to watch Star Wars.
Katrina and Megan Batur from Montreal asked, "Hi, Chris. Hello. How do you clean up a mess in space?" Good question, because it's not going to fall on the floor. It's not going to fly up into the air. It's just going to float around until it runs into something. So let's make a little mess. Let's squirt some water as if it got away here. So those little drops are kind of departing, and then I've got a ball of water here just floating around. Got to clean it up. What am I going to do? So you look for a dry rag. You grab a rag. And we could grab a Russian rag. Here's a nice Russian rag. Here, get it out. My ball of water is still just floating there, fortunately. Get a rag out. Try not to let it float away. And then bring my ball of water back on the rag. My ball of water is on this rag now. So it could have been chicken soup. It could have been some nasty fluid, but that's how you stop it. First, you get a rag out and you catch it, so now you have a wet rag. Now, something like water is fine, of course, and what we'll do with this rag is we'll just hang it on a clip somewhere and let it evaporate. And that way the water gets picked up by the humidifiers of the spaceship and goes back into our water system, gets purified back into drinking water, so we don't lose the water. But if it was something else, something a little nasty, then of course we could get a more rugged cleaner, just a great big cloth to wipe it up. Or if it was something a little sticky, we could get kind of baby wipes. We use pre-moistened wipes that then you can clean off the sticky stuff that's maybe stuck to the wall and dried, or if you got jam on something. So that takes care of things like water and stuff that isn't toxic. But what do you do if something nasty, like a battery leaks, or some sort of nasty liquid is floating around? Well, then we have what's called a contaminated cleanup kit. And I brought one here to show you. Here's our contaminated cleanup kit. And you, of course, want to protect your eyes. So you put on goggles. And you want to protect your mucous membranes and your lungs. So we put on a mask. Try not to break it. Okay. So now I have my mask and my goggles on, and then we want to protect our hands. We have special gloves that protect us against chemicals. They're called silver shield gloves. So I put on my silver shield gloves, and now I am ready with various types of absorbing things. And in fact, we have some great big ones, special soak-up mitts that we could put on top of a nasty spill, and then at the end of it, if you have the right type of combination, you could hold it in your hand and carefully pull out the glove. And now you've got a nasty thing on the space station, but we would wrap it inside 2 or 3 layers of containment, bags that close, zip up, until we're sure that it's not going to leak out. And then, finally, we're safe, and we can take off our gloves and our goggles and our mask and carry on with the business of being astronauts. Good question.
Live from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, and on Mars, I want to present to you the team that has brought us back to Mars tonight.
About an hour and a half ago, I went outside and looked toward the west, and I saw Mars there, and I said, in an hour and a half, you are going to have a visitor. And the planet smiled, and I knew that we were going to have good luck.
Policy. And a guy who was sweating through this, and as he told me a little while ago, he thought he was going to throw up.
Well, today on Mars, history was made on Earth.
Okay, guys, before we start, we have a new picture of Mars. Come on. I'm sure all of you want to hear about how things went. Well, tonight was a great drama that was played. I felt like an adventure movie, but in reality, I kept telling myself, this is real. This is real, what's happening, and what a fantastic demonstration.
And congratulations to all of you again.
Thank you. I felt like an adventure movie. And just think what an inspiration to the young people in the world. It's really inspiring. This is how inspirational. And what a bargain that we got this mission for. This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen. And look at the excitement that we have brought and the inspiration that we have brought. This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen. And next week, and next month, and next year, we'll be bringing new discovery every day, every week to all of you. And we are going to continue.
There are many out in the community who say that NASA has lost its way, that we don't know how to explore, that we've lost our moxie. I want you to look around tonight, all those folks with the blue shirts, think about what we've achieved. I think it's fair to say that NASA knows how to explore. We've been exploring, and we're on Mars. And the rover is made in the USA. And just to stay in character, we've been on the surface for 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 16 seconds. And certainly for the 7 minutes of terror, has started to weave, an unbelievable story. As we get ready to transition to surface ops, I think what we really need to pay attention to now is that the Curiosity story is just beginning.
So that rocked. Seriously, was that not cool or what? Woo! So that rocked. Seriously, was that not cool or what? Woo! Is that Mount Sharp, or what can I see there, and all kinds of stuff. And so he's got the keys pretty soon. Not quite yet, but pretty soon he'll have the keys. Yeah, and then here, Dr. Stelzner is been the father and the mother and everything in between of the landing system we've built. So. Say something profound.
I am terribly humbled by this experience. I, forever, secretly, have felt that I do not deserve to be in the position of leading the team that I lead. because they are certainly in some, and largely by count of individual, more capable than I. Soup to nuts, soup to nuts. And I think that this nation is a truly great representation of a corner or a piece of humanity that reaches out and explores and conquers and engineers. We are kind of tool makers, agriculturalists, pioneers, and that's reflected in the activities and actions and results of tonight. So I want to say thank you to the blue shirts. Certainly, this beautiful theater of tonight, the drama of us all being able to experience it together, unrivaled in the experience for all of us. And with that, really, I have nothing more to say. That picture says it all for me.
I think that is the best picture of Mars I've ever seen. The money, $2.5 billion. We don't put it in the rover and send it to Mars. We spend it here on Earth. And Charles mentioned at the beginning that this whole enterprise, if you divide it by every woman, child, man in this country, comes out to be the cost of the movie. I know, I speak on behalf of all my colleagues in science, that's a movie I want to see. So, thank you all.
Adam, tell us about the landing.
All right, Greg. I can't tell you too much about it. I mean, it looks good. I'm being a little flip. In short, it looked extremely clean. We touched down in conditions that were on the more benign side of our nominal expectation. By the way, I want to preface everything. This is preliminary data scooped with the sieve in the cacophony of the control room during the celebration, right? And largely by my good friend Miguel San Martin, who's somewhere out there, I hope. At any rate, very nominal, remarkably good. Our navigation error was on the low side of our expectation, which meant that we probably had a good alignment between the celestial sensors and the inertial sensors, the IMU. Our powered flight appears to have been excellent. If my good friend Ben Toma is in the house, is Ben in the house? So it looked good, in short, good and clean. And it looks, at least by my eyeball, that we landed in a nice flat spot. Beautiful, really beautiful.
What? I have to ask you, what kind of file type, can you tell us about the image file type and compression that was used to send this very important couple of thumbnails back from Mars?
Yes, unfortunately, I absolutely cannot. If Justin Mackey is in the room, or there's a couple other people on the team who'd be able to whip that out quickly, but I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
Are you going to call your daughter Curiosity? Okay, a serious question. A little more than 48 hours ago, you told me you would tell me a secret. Once Curiosity landed. Can I have my secret?
Yeah, what was this? A lot has happened in the last 48 hours. And to be very truthful, I do not recall what that secret was.
For the landing that go down to something like 5 decimal points.
I just wanted to confirm with you that that you do have those sort of coordinates. And am I reading those coordinates correctly when I see that it looks as though you've landed within 500 meters of the skirt around the mountain? That, I mean, you're really very close to the mountain at the closer end in the landing ellipse, and possibly within striking distance of the phyllosilicate trench.
I can't confirm that. My estimate, I'm looking for somebody, yes, there's somebody in the audience here who has that in the tip of their noggin.
Looking at the picture and trying to figure out from there where we are, I would imagine by tomorrow's press conferences they should have a better idea where it came down, within a few hundred meters at least, hopefully.
Okay, the next question's over on this side.
Was when Adam asked for OD 278 and they said, no, we only have 277. What was happening, or was it anything of significance?
No.
And what a bargain that we got this mission for. This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen. And look at the excitement that we have brought and the inspiration that we have brought.
Seriously, was that not cool or what? Woo! Seriously, was that not cool or what? Woo!
And at the NASA briefing today, they called the surroundings Earth-like and admitted it looks like the Mojave Desert for all you conspiracy theorists.
Seriously, was that not cool or what? Woo!
Everybody seated. Everybody seated.
China toolmakers, agriculturalists. My good friend Miguel San Martin, who's somewhere out there. I hope. Soup to nuts. If Justin Mackey is in the room, or there's a couple other people on the team who'd be able to whip that out quickly, but I'm looking for somebody. Yes. There's somebody in the audience here who has that in the tip of their noggin.
This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen. Well, tonight was a great drama that was played. And what a bargain that we got this mission for. This movie costed you less than $7 per American citizen.
And just to stay in character, we've been on the surface for 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 16 seconds. Has started to weave, an unbelievable story.
This beautiful theater of tonight, the drama of us all being able to experience it together.
The emphasis on the excitement that this generates is what we bestow upon our children. The money, $2.5 billion, we don't put it in the rover and send it to Mars. We spend it here on Earth.
The money, $2.5 billion, we don't put it in the rover and send it to Mars. We spend it here on Earth.
And Charles mentioned at the beginning that this whole enterprise, if you divide it by every woman, child, man in this country, comes out to be the cost of the movie. I know I speak on behalf of all my colleagues in science. That's a movie I want to see. So thank you all.